And you are live, it says. Hey guys, I'm sorry for the video quality on these live streams. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my internet connection. So, and I use this webcam, which is supposed to be HD 1080. But anyway, the other stuff I use a better quality camera. Listen, the topic for today is the fact that we're sitting only 21 days away from springtime. So, what are you doing now to get ready for that? I mean, think about it. Here's what I want you to ask yourself. Where are your biggest challenges right now? What keeps you awake at night? Is your work load too low? Are the shoulder seasons too low? The spring and fall, where it slows down for you, wherever you happen to be. Oh, Pete, that's everybody deals with that. Bull. Are you dealing with that? There is every problem has a solution. Is that a problem for you? Are your sales too low? Customer acquisition's too low? Are you just not making enough money? Is that too low? Well, I don't make enough money does not equate to I don't have enough customers directly. That's definitely a factor, and I'm not knocking that. But it usually deals with an underlying issue that's even deeper. And a lot of that comes in right here as the business owner. A lot of what we think we know, we are wrong. Times are changing. Things are moving. Business is not what it used to be. If you do business like they did 20 years ago, you'd be out. And if you do business like you're doing right now, 10 years from now, maybe you'll be out. I don't know. I know it's moving. I know that technology is changing. This platform right here, YouTube, as well as Facebook. Look at Instagram. Look at LinkedIn. Look at the platforms that haven't even hit the mainstream yet, but they're going to be here soon. Are you ready for that? The point is, there are things that we need to do to be ready long-term, and there are things that we need to do to be ready short-term. Right now, in 21 days, it's going to be springtime, and we want you to be rolling. So stop and look at what you're dealing with. Do you have pricing issues? Do you understand your costs and how to calculate what your rate is on service, or what your rate is on replacement, or what your rate is on new construction, installation, what your rate is on a maintenance call versus just a random tune-up, and what that includes. Where can you improve now and get that really clear and packaged really nicely so that when it's fast and it's moving, it's already done, and you just move ahead and it doesn't hold you back. What I suggest is, let's do the training now. I've got a Facebook group, HVAC Greatness. We're going to be putting some free webinars. You're welcome to jump on those. There's free stuff right there. It's going to help you. I've got one called 14 Things You Can Do. I don't have the title right off the top of my head, to have a better summer, to make more money in the summer. And there's some real valid tips that you can take and leverage. I'll give you one right here, right now, so you don't get pissed off at me, because I know people are that way anymore. Okay, the first thing that you might want to do in the summertime is raise your rates. Oh, great. A lot of thought went into that, Pete. Just raise my price. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Hear me out. Okay. Do you ever travel a little bit and maybe stay in a hotel? We used to do these golf packages down in Myrtle Beach back when I lived up in the Charlotte area. And we go down to Myrtle Beach and we do we'd have a package where the hotel and the golf and everything was included. And we got the best packages because it was the dead of winter when nobody was there. Because come summertime, come tour season, you couldn't afford the hotel rates. They have seasonal rates. Why don't you? Raise your price during the hottest seasons. Raise your price during your busiest seasons, whether it be cold or hot or whatever. Raise your price. You don't have to rip people off, but adjust your price so that you can make the money when you can, and you'll be in business during the slow times. Now, not having business in the slow times is also a reactive mindset versus a proactive mindset, where you need to be setting your business up properly so that you are busy, but you're not going to have the same profit margins. And so you're going to have to adjust your prices. That's one tip. We'll talk about other ones on the Facebook group, HVAC Greatness. And again, just apply if you want to jump in there. And I just want to make sure you're HVAC contractors, or you're in the business and you're going to be going into business in your own business soon. And I just want to make sure that we got the right people in there, because there's all types of people that, how it is on social media. So anyway, that's my food for thought. Where's your problems right now? What are you doing right now to have the best summer you've ever had? And that when you get to next year at this same point in time, 1 year in advance, what have you done today to make sure that the issues you suffer right now aren't there for you next time, next year, a year from now, 12 months and 1 day from this moment, you're not dealing with the same issues you're dealing with now. You got to get up off your arse. You got to get into action. You got to move, and you got to get in a classroom. I mean, gosh, you guys go to the carrier classes, the train classes, Johnson Control classes, the Linux classes, the local supplier classes with all their new technologies, with the communicating systems and all this other stuff. I mean, you got to stay cutting edge with that. What about your business, guys? Go back and get the fundamentals handled, first of all, and then start looking at the fact that your business is changing with the times, with social media, with our new internet world, with the fact that these people's minds are changing, the way they do business is changing, the fact that they spend so much damn time on this that they need this. What are you doing? You got to start addressing that. But if you adjust ahead of time, if you get this stuff figured out, you're going to start rising above your competition. You're going to start having more success. You're going to get a greater following. You're going to have more business. You're going to have more work. You're going to make more money. You're going to have less stress. You're going to be one of those guys that doesn't burn out because you just can't hold the pace because you figured it out. You can go on vacation. You can take a break. That's what we want, right? That's what it's all about, guys. We need to share. So get help, get some training. If you don't have money for training, get in a peer group. They've got these business owners groups. They've got technician groups. They've got installer groups. I'm part of a group that's called Women in HVAC. And buddy, they are sharp. They got their stuff better together than, some of the other groups by far. So, don't look down your nose at anybody because we're all just as good as the next person. We all know that. We've been down this whole path. But anyway, the point is I'm getting off track. 21 days are left. 21 days until springtime. Get done now. If you ain't got no work to do, get busy learning and getting your systems in place and have everything packaged so that when you are busy, it's done, right? So Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. You guys have a great Wednesday afternoon. Be careful driving out there because it is dangerous. These people don't know how to drive. And when you do have customers, take care of them. Make them smile. Make them say, as soon as you leave, wow, that was different. That was cool. You do that enough, you'll have to beat them off with a stick. Pete Ramsey here. I'll talk to you on the next one.